thanks for joining me here in the attic. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, and we'll get to crafting and memory keeping. Welcome back to week 3 of the collaboration for #AWoodlandSteampunkSpring. This is hosted by Crafty Dragon Creations and Creative Paper Artisan. I will have the link down in the description box where you can go over and grab one or both of their kits. Stacy's kit is Steampunk Woodland and Karen's kit is Steampunk Forest, and they both work beautifully together, so be sure to grab one or both. There are freebies that go along with this collaboration. Be sure to go over to all 6 of the collaborators, Facebook groups, or coffee shops. There will be a link tree down in the description box where you can find the freebies each week for this collaboration. And be sure to like, subscribe, and comment all the videos to be entered into the giveaway at the end of the month. I want to welcome all the new subscribers that I've gotten here on the channel. I hope y'all have been finding great inspiration from myself and other collaborators. We have been having a lot of fun with these Woodland Steampunk Spring projects. Let's hit the highlights just a little bit. There will be a link card at the end of the video also for the intro video to this collaboration if you want to go back and see exactly how it's working. Again, we're on week 3, so we're doing covers today. And Sunday through Wednesday, we have creators that will be sharing videos with you. And then Thursday through Saturday, it's time for you to watch those videos, craft along with us, and be sure to hashtag AWoodlandSteampunkSpring in the Facebook groups of Crafty Dragon Creations and Creative Paper Artisan to get an extra entry into the giveaway. So let's talk a little bit about the covers that I'm going to be working on. If you saw week 1 of my signature making, I made 5 signatures for my project, but I will not be doing 5 signatures in one journal. What I'm going to do is I am making folios for each of the signatures. I wanted to recycle some file folders that I had gotten and thought this would be a great project to do this. So I'm going to walk you through how I put this base cover together out of those file folders. I started out and took the file folders apart and I made my covers approximately 6 inches by 9 inches. So if you wanted to do this project and you didn't have file folders to work with, you can cut your own cardstock or chipboard to do this. I took the accordion part of the file folder that I'm going to use to make my spine. So it's technically has already been scored, and these scores are roughly 3/8 of an inch, and there are 3 scores. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll show you how we're going to use that. And then the closing flap that we'll be making for this part of the folio, I cut at 2.5 by 9, and then I scored it at 1 1/4, flipped it, and scored at 3 1/4. And I'll show you how we're going to put all this together. Once I've gotten that scored, I went ahead and burnished the score lines. If you're using a file folder here, it might be a little stiffer to do these score lines and do the burnishing, but it'll pay off in the end. Just kind of work with it. Do it both ways so that the folio ends up folding open freely. So that'll end up being my flap. My file folder already had rounded corners here. So I just want to round the corners of this largest section of the flap. And now I'm going to assemble my pieces. When I'm creating a folio kind of like this, I like to use both double stick tape with my ATG and wet glue. I feel it gives a stronger bond and helps hold all my pieces together. So I'm going to start with my spine. And since this was already folded, what I want is I want the main fold that I'll end up putting my signatures in here. So I'm going to attach these 2 flaps to each side of the cover. When I'm using both the ATG double stick tape and the wet glue, I put the tape down first and then just go back around the edges with my glue. And then I want to line my cover up right to that fold line. And once I get that there, and make sure it's not going to interfere with the fold, I go ahead and burnish that down. Get up any excess glue that you might have. Flip it over. And I always burnish on the other side too, just to be sure. You want to get a good bond with your adhesive when you're putting these together. You do not have to use both the double stick tape and the wet glue. If you find that either one of them works fine by itself, that's perfectly acceptable. This is just kind of how I have always done it and had good success with it. Now line this one up with that score line. So now you've got the base of the cover put together. And now I'm going to add my flap. Do that the exact same way. Be sure not to go over that score line. You want to make sure it's going to fold properly. And now you've got your little folio put together. So I have all 5 of mine put together that I'll be adding the signatures in next week. So be sure to hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I put up that next video for doing the binding for this. But we're going to go ahead and work on doing some decorating and embellishing to these covers. I decided before I started decorating, I wanted to see if I could use up some of the accordion pieces that were in those file folders and possibly make a little gusseted pocket that would go on the back of this folio. So I cut another file folder at 5 by 3. I went ahead and cut all 5 of those because I'm going to go ahead and make all my pockets at one time. I am going to decorate before I actually glue the pocket on, but I did want to go ahead and have the pockets ready so that as I'm thinking about how I want to decorate, I would remember that there would be a pocket here. So the way I did this is I took the accordion pieces and I cut it to where I would have 4 sections. So basically with this one I cut it in half. So if you're using regular cardstock because you don't have this, you'll cut it at 1 3/4 and basically you're gonna score at 3/8 3 times, just like we did with the spine. And then I cut each one of these to be 2 3/4 long, and then I just mitered them. And now I'm just going to glue these onto the backs of my file folder front of the pocket here. When you're doing this, make sure you're gluing it to where you've got the 2 scores and the mountains are coming to the outside, and just line that up to the edge of the pocket, the top and the side there. Burnish that in. Same thing with the next piece. Add your glue. Line that up. Again, your mountains go to the outside of the pocket. If you've got any extra glue, remember to wipe that off. You don't want to end up gluing your little pleats together, then it won't be a gusseted pocket. And I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that step with the other 3. And then we'll come back and decorate. For this week's freebies, Karin and Stacy created some beautiful covers that each one of the collaborators have to share this week. We each have 2, so be sure to go over and visit everybody's group to grab these freebies. And that's what I'm going to be working with to decorate my covers to start with. The first one I want to do is the one that I had themed as my fairy folio. And this one was perfect, that said Fairyland. I cut it out using the Tim Holtz Decal Edge trimmer. And I'm going to go ahead and do some distressing around my edges with my inks. And I cut the spine. Some of these had a spine piece, but I went ahead and cut that out and then cut it in half because I want to use it more like a border strip and add another little edge of dimension here versus it being my actual spine that I'll be attaching my signature into. So I'm going to ink this up and get ready to glue these pieces on, and I want to go ahead and ink up my folio. This is a personal preference. You don't have to do inking if you don't want to. I am not going to do that on camera. I'm going to come back and have that all inked and ready to glue on. I went ahead while I was inking and distressing the edges and everything, and went ahead and glued on the front cover and the back cover. Before I work on decorating any of the inside of the folio, I want to go ahead and add my closure, and I think I want to do some policy style closures. So I cut out 1-inch circles. I cut out 3 for each of the folios and then glued them together, and I'm going to glue on with some glossy accents one of my metal gear embellishments and then attach this, I think, with a brad. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these gears on and wait for them to dry before I attach it to the folio. Takes a little bit of time for those glossy accents to dry, but I found it's the best thing, I think, to attach metal embellishments. If anybody has any other adhesives that they've found that works really well with metal embellishments, I'd love for you to leave it down in the comments. So I'm going to set these aside to dry, and then we'll come back and attach it to our folio and start decorating the inside of the folio. While I'm letting those policy closure pieces dry, I went ahead and picked out the inside pieces that I wanted to decorate with. This is going to be the signature that's going in this one, and so I'm going to put these 2 here, and then I want my pocket here, and I think I'm going to go in with a piece like that to cover that pocket. I'm going to go ahead and ink up this pocket and ink up this piece. I inked these up already, and I'll go ahead and get these pieces glued in, and I'll come back. I got ahead of myself when I was decorating the folio and forgot to turn the camera back on to show you how I added this pocket. But I just glued the picture onto the front of the pocket and then added my glue to my hinges here, added a strip of glue down at the bottom, placed it where I wanted it on this back page, and then I'm using some binder clips to hold that down while the glue dries. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the other 5 folios. I'm going to ink them all up, put my pages in, and I'm going to do all of that off camera because it's all kind of the same, other than just the images that I'm picking out. I'll come back and show you those 5 folios and show you how we're going to attach this policy closure here and make the closure band. I've got all 5 of the covers put together now and the backings on them and the inside pages on. So I'm going to show you real quick what I've got for that. For the fairy one, this is what I've got for the cover. Then this will be the signature that we'll put in next week, and that's my 2 inside covers and the pocket. This one is for the homes and habitats. Inside cover there. and backing, wings of flight, back, and inside cover. The gnomes, inside cover, and the backing, and finally the woodland animals, inside cover, and backing. So let's go ahead and grab the fairy one that we started out working with and talk about how I'm going to be putting in my policy closures. I'm going to be attaching these with some brads. So what I want to do is I normally just use my foam. I go ahead and either use my piercing tool or an awl and poke a hole through the circle for the policy closure. Let me take this signature out. And I'm going to flip this upside down because what I want to do now is put the foam underneath that. Go ahead and line up where I want my policy closure and go ahead and poke my hole here and then just attach my brad. And I do this before I put any backing paper here. That way if I want to hide this brad, I can do that with my backing paper. So I'm going to go ahead and add all the little policy closures to these 5 covers and I'll come back. The last thing I want to do for the cover today is add my closure to this policy closure. So the way I want to do this is I want to go ahead and wrap this around my folio to get an idea of how big I want it. I want to give myself a little bit of extra for growth. And I just wrap it one time around here and go around, and then here do the same thing, go the other direction, and then make a square knot. Hope y'all can see that. My fingers might be in the way. To close that off. And then I'll trim off these extras. And then that just gives me a closure like that. Once I get my strip of paper here to mat that, it'll hold that brad in place and it won't move. And then this will be a closure and it'll give me a little room for it to grow as I'm decorating the signature. And so I'm going to go ahead and put all 5 of my closures on, and this will be ready to decorate next week. So be sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time I put up any new content. Be sure to go over to all the other collaborators, subscribe to their channels, like and comment to be entered into the giveaway. And until I see y'all again here in the attic, y'all take care.